You guys 100% clicked on the right video. The recent update changed everything about the recoil, so there's new attachments that you can put on your weapons right now that change your gameplay drastically. If you guys are looking for the top 5 class setups for multiplayer right now, check out this video. Drop a like. I dare you to drop a like. Now let's get straight into it. So the first class that we're gonna be taking a look at is the SAUG. It got a very interesting buff that you definitely want to check out right now. The SAUG got a pretty good damage range, and the headshot multiplier increased from 1.16 to 1.25. What this essentially means is all the incidental headshots that you get when you're playing the game, it's going to kill faster. Naturally, the gun is going to feel really nice because it got a damage range buff and also a headshot multiplier buff. So all of my guns are going to have 5 attachments. We're going to be using attachments that we necessarily wouldn't have used before because as of the recent updates, all of the guns literally have 0 visual recoil, which allow you to have other attachments to help better the gun. So for the SAUG, I would typically put on the ported compensator, but because of the recent update, we're going to be putting on the suppressor. Putting on the suppressor is obviously allow you going to streak up a little bit more efficiently without having yourself be on the radar. For the barrel, we're going to put on the reinforced barrel to increase your damage range and your bullet velocity. For the underbarrel, you're going to put on the Ranger foregrip to increase your sprint movement speed while also increasing your horizontal recoil control. For the magazine, you definitely want to put on the extended mag 2 to increase from a 36 round to a 55 round. And for the final broken attachment, we're going to put on the balance stock to further increase your movement speed, your hip fire movement speed, and your strafe movement speed. This also increases your aim walking movement speed. Now right here is going to be an overpowered SAUG class setup. You're going to be killing people relatively quickly, and also you're going to be able to kill people pretty far away without having any recoil. As I told you, as of the recent update, there's literally no visual recoil on all of these weapons. So this is going to be the #1 SAUG class setup for Black Ops 6. The second class setup we're going to be taking a look at is the KSV. And the KSV actually got a really good damage range buff as well, while also increasing your headshot multiplier from 1.1 to 1.25. If I didn't mention it by now, that stat is actually really important because any multiplier that you can get, whether it's on the limbs, the head, it's naturally going to allow you to feel that the gun is killing faster because you're incidentally going to land headshots regardless. And so that stat is very important in any single buff. Now, I don't know why, but for me personally, I like using an optic on this class setup. I'm going to be using the Kepler Micro Reflex. This kind of reminds me of the AK-74U from back in the day. So we're essentially building an AK-74U class setup right now, and I've done a lot of testing on this class setup. It is so good. We're going to throw on the suppressor to stay off the radar. For the barrel, we're going to add on the reinforced barrel to increase our bullet velocity and our damage range. Under barrel, we're going to put on the Ranger foregrip to increase our movement speed and our horizontal recoil control. And then finally, we're going to throw on the extended mag 2. Mind you, I'm not using a rear grip. I'm not using a stock, a laser, or a fire mod. Mind you, most of your gunfights are going to be within this range to this when you're using an SMG. You're not going to really kill people from that far away, although you can probably tap people from that far away. But this class setup is going to allow you to kill your enemies really quick without having any recoil. So give this setup a go. Now, the next gun that we're going to be taking a look at is the Model L. Now, the Model L got a damage buff. Although it only says it increased it from 1 point, that does make a difference. Naturally, this gun is already going to have no recoil. So now if you do have the STG-44 blueprint for the Model L, I would recommend this class setup. I'm going to throw on the suppressor to stay off the radar. I'm going to be using the reinforced barrel to increase your bullet velocity and your damage range. You're going to notice a trend in all the attachments are kind of very similar. So I'm going to put on the Ranger foregrip to increase your sprint movement speed and your horizontal recoil control. For the magazine, I'm going to throw on the extended mag 2 to increase it to a 50 round magazine. And because this is an assault rifle, I'm not going to be using a rear grip. Instead, I'm going to be throwing on the light stock to increase your movement and your strafe movement speed. Now here, you're going to notice this is the STG-44 iron sights. I personally like it. I don't know if you guys do, but if you don't, obviously you could take off the stock if you don't like strafing or you don't mind the movement added bonuses and just throw on like a Kepler reflex. But this right here is one of my favorite class setups in the game because it has no recoil. You can easily kill people from any distance. And overall, the gun just feels really good. So I would recommend this class setup if you guys want a no recoil build for the STG-44 or the Model L. Now, the next gun that we're going to be taking a look at is the XM4. The XM4 surprisingly got a buff as well. Although the damage went from 23 to 22, that doesn't matter too much because the damage range substantially increased to 16.5 meters all the way to 40.6 at the maximum damage range. The headshot multiplier also increased from 1.15 to 1.25. Now, the maximum damage range is kind of important when you're using an assault rifle because a lot of your gunfights are going to be from distance. So you're going to notice your kills from far away are going to kill faster. So I'm just going to be using my classic XM4 class setup. If you guys don't know how to build this, you guys are selling. For the optic, I'm going to be putting on the suppressor. Typically, like I said, I would put on the compensator, the muzzle, or the ported, but because of the recent update, it literally reduced all visual recoil, which is great. For the barrel, I'm going to be throwing on the reinforced barrel. Under barrel, I'm going to be throwing on the Ranger foregrip. And then finally, for the magazine, I'm going to be putting on the extended mag 2. Then right here, you're going to find a really nasty class setup. Like I said, I don't know if you guys You guys can let me know your thoughts about the recoil, the visual recoil update, but like, I don't know. I just feel like with this recent update and how like the visual recoil works, it just makes the game feel really easy. So you're allowed to use a suppressor and stuff like that instead of the ported compensator or the compensator or the muzzle brake. So it essentially allows you to streak up a little bit more efficiently. But this is my class setup for the XM4. The final gun that we're gonna take a look at is the Tanto .22. Hey, look. Do not sleep on this because I have a crazy build and we're gonna be using that in today's video. So the fire mod, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put on rapid fire, okay? Now it's going to decrease your bullet velocity and your damage range. Don't worry because we're gonna compensate for that. For the muzzle, we're gonna put it on the ported compensator to reduce our recoil because adding the rapid fire is going to substantially kind of increase the recoil. But when you have the right attachments, this build is chef's kiss. We're gonna throw on the reinforced barrel to increase our bullet velocity and our damage range. For the underbarrel, we're gonna throw on the Ranger foregrip. And then for the magazine, we're gonna put on the extended mag too. I'm gonna show you guys in-game footage of this class setup. I personally love it a lot. This thing got a substantial damage range from all ranges. And so I want you guys to use this class setup. I'm gonna showcase the Tanto .22 in action right now. And let's get straight into the video. I'm not gonna lie with you guys, man. I officially need Verdansk to come back. A lot of you guys found my channel through me playing like solo trios back in Verdansk, and now when Verdansk comes out, I'm gonna be grinding. I'm not saying like I'm not grinding now. I am. I really am. I just came back from Vegas playing a little poker tournament down there. But yeah, I'm telling you, dude, like Verdansk, like it just needs to come out ASAP Rocky, or I'm just gonna be a little like sad about it, if you will. I don't really know how to explain my like whole situation with this whole game, but like I'm telling, oh wow, they really, like when I say messed up, I feel like they genuinely messed up with not bringing a big map into this new game. Like Urzikstan is cool and all, but it's like not, you know, like it's just not the play. They 100% need to have a big map because if they don't, like to be fully transparent with you, Area 99 to me, genuinely, it just doesn't have a lot of replayability. It doesn't have like that replayability factor to me. You know what I'm saying? Rebirth Island to me has more replayability than Area 99 in my humble opinion. That's just my own opinion. That might be a hot take. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a whole marketing thing. Maybe they just wanted to see how Black Ops 6 is going to pan out and all that. But like genuinely, they need to have a big map because if they don't, well, what are we left with? No, bro. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Ah! I don't know why I don't learn from my lesson. Like I'm not good with the hand cannon. I never will be, you know? It just won't be my thing. If the Annihilator was in the game, yeah, I would be turning up and tweaking on it. But it's not. Like, this is the hand that... As you can see, I don't know, but this Tanto, it hits nice. Like, it feels really clean when you're just playing with it. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, the time to kill, the mobility, maybe it's the combination of, like, all the attachments that I have on this thing. Oh, I'm dead. But, like, it just feels really clean. I don't know, a lot of people think like this update is an L, but I kind of like it because I don't know, it makes the game a little bit easier, but also at the same time it drastically like reduces the skill gap because like all the guns essentially have no recoil now, and like there's no skill when it comes to actually killing people as much because all the guns just come with no recoil to start with. I was looking back at my Black Ops 3 videos, I don't know why, I was just going down like a big nostalgic trip, and like I've made so many videos like on my YouTube channel. I think I've made over like 2,000-3,000 videos, and just to kind of think about like how far I've genuinely come, like just like the fan base and like people watching my kind of content, it's just kind of crazy to really think of. I've been making videos for, I don't even know, I can't even count how long. I think it's been over 8 to 9 years, and just to kind of, oh my god, I'm 100% dead. How am I not dead though? That's the thing, how am I not dead here? Yeah, I have a hand cannon, but it's just pointless because I'm gonna die with it. But we're gonna. Oh, thanks, teammate. Teammate actually did something for me for once. Yeah, I'm dead. Now I'm dead. Okay, am I not? That's a genuine question that I have. Hi. Okay, I'm getting the kills. Part of me just wants to take off the hand cannon, but it's also so satisfying when I get kills. Oh my god. You guys can let me know your thoughts about the Tanto. I really enjoy this class setup. It is a very clean class, and especially when you use a gun like this that almost feels like an assault rifle, it does say the damage and the damage range gets reduced. But if you put on the attachments, like the barrel attachments to increase that, and given the new recent update that reduces your recoil, visual recoil, I gotta say, the Tanto is a top tier class setup. It's a slept on gun that nobody really uses. I don't know, a part of me wants to go play zombies and do this solo Easter egg by myself without any glitches. I just want to do it just to say that I did it. Anyways, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, and let me know any guns that you think that I missed. There's probably a boatload of guns that I missed, but those are my top 5 class setups in the game right now. I hope you guys enjoy it. Drop a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.